It's a beautiful morning here in Los Angeles. Sun is out, I got my coffee, and I'm gonna spend my morning thinking about how to connect the ends of my train network to circle the whole map. But when I was doing that, I realized I've showed you a lot about my factories, but not as much about the infrastructure connecting them together. For some, building that infrastructure can be just as challenging as building the factories themselves. It used to be a lot easier. Back in the day before train collision was included in Satisfactory, yes, that was a thing. You could just slap things down and not worry about it. But now you have to be on your game if you don't want your network to grind to a halt with traffic, derailments, and faulty signal placement. One of the key things that can gum up your train network is a complex rail intersection. In today's video, I'm going to show you my pattern for a four-way intersection with signals and give you a demonstration on how the two ways to signal these intersections work a bit differently from each other. Let's do it. We have a two-way track here, right-hand drive, just like the old US of A. Two key pieces of information to know before we start putting down our intersection. One is that to attach track to an existing track, it has to be in a break in the track. So if you can see, this is one long piece. And if you want to attach the track anywhere along there, you can't. It has to be a break. That also goes for signals. The other key piece to know is that you can always make a turn if it's go up 3 foundations and over 3 foundations. That will let you make a straight turn. You can also go up 4 and over 4, and that will also let you make a straight turn. So that's one thing we have to decide here to make this intersection, is to know that you need to be at least 3 foundations away to attach to that crossing track. So we're just going to lay it like that out from the beginning, and that's the easiest thing to do rather than make this track go straight across than trying to fit to it. So I'm just assuming you guys are building on foundations because it's pretty difficult to be precise and have a pattern on how to build tracks if you're not doing that. If that, please do that as well. So we'll get out our track here and go to where I had that break in the track, and then just go up 3 foundations and over 3, and then you just line this up straight with this edge. Right, if you do it right in the middle, it'll be lined up straight. All right, and there you can build our straight piece off this way for our crossing track. And then we can do the same thing here, which it'll be traveling the other direction, up 3, over 3. Right in the middle, it's straight. Okay, and we'll make it a little straight piece here as well. All right, and then you can just connect these two like that. Then you have one crossing track. So as we go to do the same thing on the other side, like I said, there needs to be a break in the track to do this. So one thing that I often do is to tear out existing track and then relay it to the right distance that I need. So we want to go up 3 and over 3 to have this track attached right here, but we can't do that because we don't have a break in the track. So let's take this out, and then we'll build a short piece to connect to. Another great trick is build to a straight piece like this, and then that's the right distance for us to go up 3 and over 3. Put it right in the middle of the foundation like that. And then we'll connect this straight across like that. And then we need to do the same thing on this side because this piece is too long. So let's take this out, and we'll build another shorty to there, then up 3, over 3. Put it right in the middle. They said this works with up 4 and over 4 as well. That just makes for a bigger intersection. And I'm looking to kind of keep things compact because train stuff is huge already. So I normally go with this size of intersection. Then we'll connect this straight across. And then one thing we have to do is get this right here straight across. So we'll put another short piece here, a short piece here. So we connect the 2 straight ends and go right here and go straight across. And then you just need to make sure that you have all of your angles hooked up. So think this is a 2-way track going each direction. So if we're coming up this direction, we might want to go straight, we might want to turn right, and we might want to turn left. So let's hook up this turning left hookup, which conveniently, instead of being up 3 over 3, is actually up 4 over 4. Like I said, that works. Looky there. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I like to do the right-hand drive sides first like this. We'll make this one turn left as well. And then we want to also be able to turn left from here. And then we also want to be able to turn left from here. And voila! There we go, 4-way intersection, and you can go straight, right, or left at each place in the track. Looks very complicated. And you can leave it like that and just roll the dice and hope your trains don't run into each other. But that's not going to work. So we need to figure out how to use our train signals to keep this from being a massive, colliding, derailing mess. So there's two types of signals for trains in Satisfactory: block signals and path signals. You can use only block signals if you want and have a train network that works. So if you want to keep things simple, then just use block signals. You won't get the throughput through these type of intersections that you would otherwise, but it is a valid way to do it. And that's the first way that I'm going to show you how to signal this intersection. And that is pretty simple. So we'll get out our block signal, and you can see this turns colors. This tells you the colors of the blocks on your railway, right? So what we're going to do is signal each entrance and exit of this intersection. So keep in mind, these are direction specific. So if this is right-hand drive, I want this on the track pointing that way, like this. And so there's an entrance, and this has 3 exits. So we'll put a block on this exit right here. And then we'll put a block on this exit right here. And then we'll put a block on this exit over here. Remember, it has to be the right direction. This is giving you a bunch of errors because you have to have ins and outs of the block all marked properly. So we're going to do this, and we're going to do the same thing. We'll start on this side right here. We're right-hand drive. We're going that way. And now you can see this has changed colors. This is orange. So this is denoting that this section is its own block. And as of right now, the rest of these are blocked all together as red. So if we look at one of the errors for this sign, it says signal loops onto itself. So right now the signal is both an entrance and an exit. You can't have that. So we have our block signal here. We have this exit already signaled. We have that straight exit already signaled, but we don't have the left side signaled. So we'll put this one here and make sure it's going in the right direction, like that. And now you see that change colors. Now this is also yellow. That's orange. That's its own block. And so now we'll put our block signal here on this entrance into the intersection. Remember, direction specific. And now this right hand already has a block signal. The straight exit has one, and the left exit has one. So that's fine. We don't need to place any more. And then this is the last entrance into the block, this intersection, and we put it there, direction specific on that side. Right, now you see we have 5 different colors. We have a block there that's orange, a block there that's green, a block there that's yellow, and a block here that's green with red in the middle. So what that means is one train can be in each block, and we'll see that in action here in a second. Let me put down some trains and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So here's a key difference between this signaling method and the one I'm going to show you in a little bit. This train coming down the hill here is heading for this station, but there's a train in the intersection. So he doesn't go through because this intersection is one big block. But note, he can come over here to this station without hitting this train. He would turn left right there. And this train is right here. But he will not come into that intersection until I get rid of this train. And then the signals flip. And then he goes along his merry way. Then the other kind of signal in Satisfactory is a path signal. So path signals, when combined with block signals, will allow you to create intersection like this where 2 trains can pass through as long as they're not going to collide with each other. So what you need to do is replace all of the block signals that are on the entrance of each part of the intersection with path signals. So this is an entrance where it's right-hand drive. So we take away this block signal and put in a path signal here. We'll do the same on each entrance. You can see now you get an error when you do this, and this is something, it says block has conflicting entry signal types. So every block has to have the same type of signal on its entrance, and we'll see those go away once we switch all these over to block path signals. You actually don't even need to delete them. You can just point at them and they'll replace them, kind of like a Mark 1 or Mark 2 power pole. Like that. And then once we replace this one, all those yellows will go away. And now this is all signaled properly. Now this train is in the intersection, and you'll see This train's going from choo-choo to Cloverleaf right here. And instead of stopping and waiting for this train to get out, it will continue on into the intersection and go this way. So this is the advantage of using path signals on four-way intersections like this. It will allow more than one train to enter this intersection block as long as they are not going to collide with each other. And that will help your intersections throughput and help you move stuff all over the map where you need to, just like I do. So there you go, a quick lesson on how to do a four-way intersection with both block signals for the whole block and path and block signals for the whole block. I would recommend the path and block signals that allow you to get a little faster throughput through your rail system. If you like this short train tutorial, please give me a like to let me know that that's the type of content that you want to see from me. And if you want to catch what I have next, please consider subscribing to my channel. Until next time, I'm DrLootCrate, and stay stoked out there.